This your boy Atlantic City. Today I'm going to be looking at my man Mike Manzi. Now I already did a video about him. It got copyrighted as soon as it came up. 3 different copyright things. I was going to just take my original video and just upload the audio and take out the video, but one of the 3 copyright flag things that I got was about the audio from like 10 minutes to 13 minutes. So I can't even do that. But I did get his name wrong. I was calling him Mike Ramsey. So I would have probably had to redo the video anyway. But I'm not going to play the actual episode because I don't want to have to do this a 3rd time. But my main reason for looking at Mike Manzi is, to my knowledge, and please correct me if I'm wrong, he is the only Predator to be featured that was smart enough to not incriminate himself and get registered as a sex offender. Spoiler alert, he only got charged with criminal intent to cause harm to a minor, some shit like that. But this is one of the few instances, I mean, and there's a couple Predators that you can watch and you say, well, you know, maybe he really wouldn't have. Maybe he wasn't there to do nothing. Maybe he would have bitched out. Maybe he, you know, he wouldn't know what to have done with it, so he probably wouldn't have took it there. But there's still, when you look in their chat logs, they talked about sexual shit. So it's kind of hard to really debunk it. But this guy, outside of saying you're my soulmate and calling the decoy cute, there's really nothing sexual about his chat. Which leads me to believe that this may be the only Predator that was actually not there to do anything sexual with the decoy. Now, he is a little suspicious because as soon as he waltz in, he wants to see what's behind that curtain. And it's you know, it's a little bit suspicious. I mean, what was he going to do? Say, because he said, you know, well, there could be people behind there, or there could be people there. Well, what were you going to do? What if there was a group of people behind that curtain? What were you going to do? Beat them up? You know, I mean, it didn't really make sense to me, that part. But I don't think that he was really there to do anything sexual. And that really makes him one of a kind, at least to my knowledge, because I don't remember there being another Predator that didn't have anything sexual in the chat that showed up to the house. And that's got to count for something. And that's what makes Mike Manzi one of a kind. Now, of the Hansen Vs Predator Predators, Mike Manzi is my 2nd favorite, right behind whatever his name was, Steelers and the Ravens. That guy is probably, so far at least, my favorite Hansen Vs Predator. Just because of how weird and creepy and odd that guy was. But this ain't about him. This is about Mike Manzi. And one thing that really bothers me, though, about this whole episode is that one portion where Chris says he's wearing a shirt that's popular with students of MIT. But he didn't go there. He went to a smaller New York college. Like, that's just rude, Chris. That's not cool, bro. Like, I'm sure you went to a college, but you didn't go to MIT. You didn't go to Princeton. I'm sure you didn't go to Harvard. You didn't go to... what's that other one? I don't know. You didn't go to any of those. You probably went to a small New York college. So, like, why are you bagging on this man for his education? It's not cool, Chris. But, you know, this guy, he really, I mean, he had to have been up to something, though. And maybe he was just smart enough to not put anything in his chats. Maybe he did have some sort of motive to do something sexual. But I'm not really convinced. And I think this is one instance where you can pretty much, you, I don't know how to say it. You're more inclined to believe this guy wasn't there to do anything than any of the other predators. Even ones that you're like, well, he probably wouldn't have. He might have not. But this guy, I mean, he didn't even get, convicted as a registered sex offender. He didn't say anything. So if the police deemed him that he wasn't there to do that, I mean, how can we say that he was? I mean, we can. Obviously, you can say whatever you want about this guy. I don't care what you say about this man. But I'm convinced that he really was one of the only predators that showed up to the house that probably really wasn't there to do something sexual with a decoy, with a minor. And that's more than we could say for pretty much every other predator. Now, like I said, I could very well be wrong that there was another predator that didn't say anything sexual in their chat. But at least to my knowledge right now, he was the only one that was smart enough to not incriminate himself and get registered as a sex offender. And that's got to count for something. I'm struggling to remember what I said in my original video at this point. I can't watch it because I'm not going to do this 3 times. Let's scroll through here right quick and see if we can see anything that'll stand out. Give me something to talk about. The gum. He was chewing that gum like, I wonder if it was juicy fruit. That face. Guys, please let me go. No. Oh, this is horrible. I like that part. He fidgets a lot. Well, I would probably be fidgeting too if I was in the position he was in. And it's just like Chris asks that guy, do you think he was up to more than share a joint with a minor? Well, I'm not even sure he was there to do that because they didn't find anything on him, right? So, I mean, he didn't send any sexual pictures. Criminal, oh fuck. I don't know how I got his name wrong. It's right there. Criminal attempt to commit risk of injury to a minor. So, yeah. Yep. But he didn't send any dick pics. He's just, I mean, it's still suspicious that you even go to what you believe is a 13-year-old. You go to their house. But really, I'm not convinced that he was really there to do anything sexual. And like I was saying before, when Chris said to that other guy, did you believe he was there to do more than share a joint with a decoy? Well, he didn't even have that with him. So maybe he truly was concerned. He does a deal with those ages as he tutors them. Maybe he really was concerned. Maybe he really did want to talk to them about the dangers of the internet. I mean, we're never really going to know. This is all speculation. But I believe this is the one case where the guy really wouldn't have done anything. And we can't be 100% sure, but this is the only guy that I'd say 99% that I'm sure that he probably wouldn't have done anything with a decoy. Now, there's other predators, like Lauren, some people say, well, he's a virgin or whatever, and that he probably wouldn't have done it anyway because he wouldn't have known what to do with it. And there's more predators like that, like Jeff Stacy. I'm convinced. I mean, I think Jeff Stacy knew what he was doing. Jeff Stacy was there for those reasons, but I don't think he would have been able to go through with it. But this guy, I don't think he was there to do that. He didn't give any indication in his chat log or his text messages, whatever, that he was there to do those things. So, I mean, you can make your own judgments. What do you think? What do you think about Mike Manzi? Do you think he was there to do more than share a joint with a minor? Or do you think he was just smart enough to not put anything in his chats or in his text to incriminate himself? And that's when he got there, that's why he was so quick to try to jump behind that curtain to see before he said anything. to see, make sure, okay, we're alone. Okay, now I want to fuck you. You know, it's hard to say, but what do you think? Personally, I don't think he was there to do anything. Well, he was there to do something, but I don't think he was there to do anything sexual. I don't think he would have raped the girl. But like I said before, we'll never really know, will we? But I don't think he was. I don't think he was there to do anything sexual with the decoy. But let me know what you think.